these were then people who had special training?
Yeah, if you take the 800, you deduct the 240 of Clarendon Loy, you are some 650 at Credit Suisse. I need to check whether that's the right number, but most of them, if not all of them, have been trained. And Clarendon Loy, I understand, had also trainings, but I don't have the details there. So I would suggest we provide the staff with the exact numbers.
Well, assuming it's around 500 or 600, that's
yes,
all right.
Yes.
And was the training about the same whether or not they were in SALN or whether they were in one of the other offices?
I think they use the same training materials, whether they spend enough, the same amount of time on it as with the SALN people. I couldn't answer that question.
Now, there were 1,800 relationship managers approximately. Is that correct?
On this chart, yes.
Was that an accurate chart?
That was a chart that was provided for the first steering committee. You see that was August 2008. Few weeks after your report on UBS had been published. We were really trying to look at it and do the right thing. I would assume that these numbers are correct, but right. These were early numbers.
So SALN had about perhaps 10% of the Swiss accounts opened by U.S. customers, and about 90% were spread out across the rest of the bank. Is that about right?
If you look at it from an account perspective,
yes.
That's correct. If you look at it from an assets under management perspective, it's a little bit different.
Right, but still, only about 10% of the Swiss accounts opened by the U.S. customers were in SALN. This was supposed to be a place where they were going to be concentrated.
Plus the ones that are listed under PB EMEA, because that would encompass the airport desk that you have mentioned before. That's also an area of concentration.
All right. So
that's then almost, what, 60–70%. And because
70% were spread out across the bank.
No.
Sorry, Mr. Chairman, about 70% were concentrated in those two groups.
The
airport office and SALN. And obviously 30%, I mean, I think we, particularly in hindsight, would have rather seen it more concentrated, so we would rather seen the 30%